Oh, have mercy, brothers and sisters. It's your main mandible. Dude, love the hippest cat in the land coming at you on today, the spookiest day of the year, Halloween, with your October pickups video. Now, before. Okay, hold on, shit. Okay, I can't see. I can't see the post. Prescription. Alright, yeah. First of all, you better believe I'm doing both of these videos today as Dude Love. My Halloween costume, and starting those videos with "Ow, have mercy." But yeah, I'm not gonna do the whole video as that. Let's just get right to it. We get a lot of Switch games basically for October because a lot of Switch games came out. I didn't buy a whole lot of else stuff. It's Switch all day long basically. Let's literally do the 4 games that aren't Switch, the 4 things that aren't Switch. Starting with Darksiders 3, which I think I paid like $5 for. At a Best Buy clearance sale. I really like Darksiders, but I'm not caught up on the series at all. I just have all the games because I really like them. It's the closest thing you're gonna get to any like Zelda clone in like a full 3D that like has really good production value and stuff. And I really like THQ Nordic. I like a lot of the series that they have under their belt, which isn't that much, but they do have them, and they had that big. They even had a big like. Presentation a couple weeks ago for stuff that they were bringing out, like Destroy All Humans 2 remake. So cool stuff there. Darksiders 3 I've basically been waiting on for a really long time because unfortunately you just can't justify paying much for these games because they always overproduce them. I don't know what they're doing, but they always do that. So finally have Darksiders 3 on my shelf because I paid like $5 for it, and I'll get to that someday. One 360 game, it's Samurai Shodown Sen. Not the new reboot of Samurai Shodown, which I have on Xbox One. This is a not so great 360 era attempt, obviously 360, attempt to revive and keep the series moving, and I haven't really ever heard anything great about it. It's just sort of an oddity for the series that SNK, I don't think, knew how to really move forward with a lot of their franchises, including King of Fighters, which nowadays, I think if you look at Samurai Shodown and King of Fighters and stuff like that, they're doing a lot better. They're moving forward in like large steps and sort of like, instead of not really knowing what to do with stuff, aside from like cel-shaded 3D graphics in this one. And yeah, I've never heard that many great things about it, but it is published by Xseed and it is Samurai Shodown, which I like. So throw it on the shelf. We have one PS2 game, Rygar, The Legendary Adventure. I've seen this game around for so long, but very recently came to appreciate Rygar and the Greek mythology stuff and everything like that. You know, this is not going to be God of War, which I think this game was made in a direct response to, honestly, because I think this came out in... Oh, is this 2002, actually? No, never mind then. Forget I said anything about God of War, because I think this actually predates God of War. But anyway, yeah. One weird thing about this that I always remembered is that actually, in a similar way to some things you'll see in God of War, I think it has like Resident Evil like fixed camera angles. It's very interesting. Worth a try. Might be a decent action title. It'd be better than like, a similar game like Rise, Son of Rome that like just looks pretty and doesn't do much. We'll see. And then yeah, I have an N64 game that I bought. This is Rugrats in Paris, gray cartridge. This is me just buying a variant because the variant wasn't expensive, and what else am I going to buy for 64 games? I have no reason to buy 64 games other than like, hey, that's weird. I haven't seen the Rugrats in Paris gray variant in a couple years now. How much does it go for? And it's like, the same price as the regular one, which isn't that much. Yeah, hell with it. Yeah, of course. I don't have a label on it yet. I can't find my labels because I didn't think I'd ever be using them again. I might have thrown them away, to be honest with you, so that they didn't clutter things up. But if I find them, there are gray variant labels. This is my third gray cartridge variant, and I have a couple of other types of variants. Of course, I talked about my No Mercy variant that I'm always proud of, and now people realize to look for it, and it goes for several $100s. So good. I'm very proud of myself that I knew to look for it, and I worked really, really hard at finding it before people knew to sell the Dash 1 variant for a price that people were I know, willing to pay, more collectors willing to pay that than people who actually want to play it with the Dash 1. You can get your Dash 1 ROM on an EverDrive, by the way, if you ever worry about that. But yeah, so now I have, for Grey cards, I have Rugrats in Paris, I have Rainbow Six, and I have Turok 2, all of the three that I know to be really cheaper end variants. This one I wasn't sure about when I saw it, but I looked it up, of course, and said, yeah, okay, cheap one. Not going to be out here paying $100+ for Bassmasters or Aiden Chronicles, which I do not like. Those are really rare variants and go for a lot of money. But a cheaper variant like that, and of course I also have I don't have Majora's Mask variant, which is just the label, paper label for the second one, and Collector's Edition has the hollow label, which is the more common one, of course. So I don't have the paper label one, but I do have Ocarina of Time, I have Gold, and I have regular Gray, so that's cool. But anyway, yeah, so I said there was a bunch of Switch games, and this isn't a game, but I bought this adorable little fight stick. It's upside down. Adorable little HORI fight stick mini. It's so small for a fight stick, which is one of the main reasons that I don't buy any fight sticks. Is one thing, I'm not really going to use them very much, if at all. But for a Switch, I can justify buying a fight stick because I do have some fighting games. I have a lot of access to arcade games and stuff like that. So I said, you know what, this would be cool. It's not too expensive. These go for like $40, and it's very small and very, very good quality because it's HORI. And yeah, the other issue being space. This is small. I was able to justify buying this for $40 because it just can sit on my shelf with some of my other boxes, and it's one of the smaller boxes up there that's not like a small special edition. So very, very glad to have this. If you have any interest in a fight stick, this is a small. It's high quality. It doesn't have the most features, but for a fight stick that is solidly built, you can trust HORI, and I really like this. I spent one night when I got it home, I spent just a couple hours just trying games on it. I played some Mortal Kombat, I played some Atari, I played some shoot 'em ups, all good stuff. And not everything's perfect for it, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time mapping everything, but just is a really, really nice little, like, I don't feel like taking it out right now, but it's this thing right here. So, good stuff. Go with the obvious one out of the way, and bring up that I got Metroid Dread. It's fantastic. I spent most of this month playing it, once I got everything wrapped up from the week before it came out. Kind of embarrassed, because I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I've gotten my ass kicked by the last boss, and I don't have the patience to go and beef up my items. I've seen everybody I've seen online with walkthroughs and tutorials and stuff, and you know, just recording themselves beating him. They have way more power bombs than I have. They have way more health tanks than I have, and I think I have a good amount until this one particular last boss. And it's a grind. It's 3 stages, and they don't checkpoint you before each one, so I can get through the first one easy, like no hits, easy. Second one's tough. I've gotten past it like 3 times, and I'm not used to the 3rd stage at all, which is the last stage, and I'm just like putting it down for a couple days. I'm gonna get back to it and try it again at some time this week and see if just the rest, you know, the backing off of it helps out. But if that's it, I don't know if I'm going to finish this amazing game, but like, I don't know if I have the patience to go backtrack everywhere. That was the great thing, is that I didn't do a lot of backtracking about this. Cool. Speaking of Metroidvanias, HORI, the collection, finally, Ori and the Blind Forest was one of the first games I got when I got an Xbox One, because it was an exclusive at the time. It looked beautiful, and it was exclusive, so yeah, all those things, that's the reason I'm going to buy an Xbox One, and I'm going to get this game. And then I never played it. And then it started to get ports from IM8-bit onto the Switch. And I didn't think I was going to play it even then if I got it for the Switch, so I kind of held off, and then they said they were doing a collection, and I said, cool, good thing I waited. So this came out this month. It's from IM8-bit. It's got a little postcard pack here. It's cool. Nothing else really special about it, except it's both the HORI games, which are beautiful and fantastic games from what I've heard, on one cartridge. I'm happy to have that. fittingly got the Castlevania Collection. They timed this really well for the shipping. Castlevania Anniversary Collection Physical, it's been out for like a year and a half digitally, but it's got Castlevania 1, 2, 3 from the NES, it's got Castlevania 4, it's got Bloodlines, it's got Castlevania Adventure and Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge, and it also has Kid Dracula in English, all on one cartridge, and that's awesome. What are the omissions? Castlevania Legends is not on here. The 1998 Game Boy game, the third Game Boy Castlevania game, and I think we could have got Rondo of Blood, but they decided to put that on the Castlevania Advance Collection. So this time next year, we'll probably get another one of these. We'll get the Advance Collection physical, and I will get that too. Even though, thankfully, I have all those games. I have access to Rondo of Blood in various ways. I do not own an original Dracula X / Rondo of Blood. The scariest game I played this month, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. If you haven't played this game and you can handle it, go play this game. This was incredible. I'm never going to forget playing this game. This did some psychological damage to me. I took some major emotional hits, as this was really, really close to home on a number of levels. There are warnings all over this game that if you haven't heard about this game, I'm so late to the party, I understand that. This is a psychological horror game. I will tell you that much. It tells you that it is. It has the appearance of a dating sim. It has the gameplay to some extent of a dating sim. But it is covered with notes that it is a psychological horror game, not suitable for young children or those who are easily disturbed. It is loaded with content warnings when you load the game up. Do not play this if you are going to take any issue with any of the things that it seems to describe. It can give you a content warning if you have to. Take those seriously, but if you can get through them, my god, what an experience. I've never played a game like this. I highly recommend it, and it's a fantastic package that they just put out here. If you are interested in the physical version, you get a soundtrack download, and the soundtrack is amazing, actually. It's so catchy. You get a little membership club card to fill out if you want to. You get little standees for the characters. You get a sticker sheet. And you get so two more things. You get a print of one of the poems from one of the characters. It's upsetting. And you get a little business card from the... I don't know how to describe this without, spoilers, but basically, part of the presentation involves you being on a computer, and it's a little business card for the computer company. Amazing game. I know I'm late to the party, but, yeah, if you haven't, my god. Something else. What an experience. Dariusburst EX plus another Chronicle. These guys, ININ, right here, are doing all kinds of stuff like this with shoot 'em up and arcade game repackagings, and I'm into a lot of them, not all of them. I think they did the Alex Kidd DX version, and I'm like, no thanks. But Dariusburst, they also did Space Invaders Forever. It's just, Darius still going strong for the people that are interested in it, and this is just a really solid entry. Really hard, but good, but very good. I feel bad for this game here, because this, with Doki Doki and all the stuff that came out right at the beginning of the month, this has really gotten lost in the shuffle for me, and I haven't played it yet, but it looks amazing, and like another game that I've never seen anything like it before. Hypnospace Outlaw, a printing from Fangamer that you can get at retail, like at Best Buy. This is a game I'm interested to see how it plays on the Switch without it being mouse controls, but you are in 1999, you are an internet cop, and you go and you look at websites that have been made up to look like 1999 and explore all the media that they've made for you. It's wild. I have listened to some of the music. The music's great. It gave me an idea as to what you're gonna get out of it. I have a really tough time really describing this because, like I said, I haven't played it yet, but it looks wild. Just unfortunately, I haven't gotten to it because there's been so much this month. Also including Super Monkey Ball, Banana Mania. Nice little package here where you get a art book, very similar to the one you got from Sonic Mania Plus a couple years ago when that came out. So that's really nice. But Banana Mania has its highs and its lows. Some of the party games have not been preserved all that well, but the game itself is really, really good. It's the best it's been in years for the main game, and I highly recommend it. Whatever console you want to get it on. Just Monkey Target, not as good as it used to be. And then finally, this didn't come out this month, but I did pick this up on, I think it was Amazon for a really good price, like 30 bucks or so. This was sealed when I got it. I had to open it. Crypt, the Necrodancer Collector's Edition for the Switch. So I now have both Cadence of Hyrule and Crypt of the Necrodancer, and haven't played either of them yet. But this nice, really, really nice little package. Slipcover box, steelbook with a bunch of stuff in it. It's actually like bursting open because there's so much in it. Manual, soundtrack, also on a mini CD. And inside the steelbook, there is a bandana, a CD, regular CD soundtrack, and a pin. And since I haven't played this game really, I don't really know what any of the stuff is. But I'm really looking forward to trying this or Cadence of Hyrule sometime soon, and seeing what all this rhythm-based dungeon crawling is about, because it looks really, really sick. So yeah, that's it for this month. I don't know what's going to be up for next month because Christmas is coming, and I have a long list of things to get for people, and I know I have things. I know for right now, I can tell you I have Mario Party coming next week, and I have my N64 online controller, which is another reason that I'm kind of wallet hurting right now because of that damn online expansion pass. But I'll have my controller next month. We'll talk about that. And whatever else comes along. And I know Pokemon's coming. So I know like 3 things I'm going to have next month, but I don't know what else is going to happen while Christmas shopping happens. So I'll see you then. Check out the stream that we have coming up just after this, because a very happy accident happened and I get to use my costume. And it's not wrestling. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.